Hello, today we're looking at Russian exam. It's Yeгэ. It's an O-level exam, just like you have your GCE, YESSCE. So we're looking at the question, the reading section with headings. And if the system is about the same for most exams, even for IELTS, TOEFL, FCE, PT, and so on. Okay, so stick around. My name is Martins. Thanks for joining. So usually for this exam, we're given the headings, and here one is always extra. Okay, fair enough. So here we have 8 options, and then the body part is 7. So we have 8 headings to choose from. First heading, so what we'll be doing today is we're going to take the headings and try to first make the story from each heading they give us. It will increase our chances of hitting the right answer. So once we see it, we know that this is it, because mentally we know we've already come up with a story around it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. The first one says lucky escape. That's the heading. So if you're told to write a story and the title or the heading is lucky escape, what do? What kind of story? What's in the content? So it's gonna be something about people who had or got into trouble, but narrowly they escaped it. So maybe usually it could be about accident, could be about any form of accident. Maybe a house was set on fire and narrowly people got out. So that should be the body of the story. So when we see something similar, we know that this is this one. Okay, no doubt. All right, let's go further. The next says a long journey. Long journey is the heading. All right. If that's it, so it's the content is about people traveling for perhaps for days, for a long time. Could be something about how I traveled, went to the airport, spent 5 hours, then we got to the next point, had to wait for 2 days. So that's the body of the story. Okay, so just be ready. Once you see this, you know that this is your guy. Okay, this is it. All right. Moving to number 3, it says, good way to meet. Okay, a good way to meet. And you're thinking, what is a good way to meet? Maybe it's about a place, but it's certainly something good, someone meeting another person or people or group of people. So what's a good way to meet? Maybe on the street, maybe somewhere beautiful, maybe when you're well dressed or you're looking at your best. So, oh, it's good to meet. So you get it, right? All right. Next, number 4 says growing in popularity. So something or people or something is becoming more popular. So in our world today, it's internet, apps, programs, movies, something is becoming popular. So I think this should be easy, something. So now we're well armed, we are ready. Okay. Ordering in, it means you are buying something and you're not outside, you're not going out to do something. You're in your house and you're ordering from outside. So that's that should be like, it might be different, but that's what we just assume. We're ready. Okay, we're getting ready. Number 6 says fast food is unhealthy. So the body of this is going to be someone talking about how bad fast food is for your health, and basically that's it, what problems it causes. So that's that kind of story. All right. Okay, number 7, new way to buy. New way to buy. So it's just new way to shop. What's a new way to shop today, away from what we had before? Maybe shopping, internet, maybe new way to shop. What else? Maybe a very modern kind of new way to shop. So you just be ready, okay? Right, number 8, too much choice. The key word here is too much. And when anything is too much, it means it's not good. It's usually it's a bad sign. So no matter how good it is, if it's too much, it's a problem. So this is a problem. So the story is I had to choose, or something is too much to choose from. It becomes, I don't know what to choose, I'm confused. That's what the story is. This is, at this point, you and I, we've already built this story. So it made life easier for ourselves. Okay, so now let's read and see what the creator of the story came up with, the fantasy around this stuff. Okay, all right, let's get started with A. When you're tired and don't want to cook, just pick up the phone. Restaurants are expensive and take some time and effort to reach if you don't live in the center of town. Ordering food for home delivery is cheap, and these days there is a huge choice. Indian and Chinese are the most popular, but I prefer to get in a pizza. Okay, all right, I prefer to get in a pizza. So we're gonna do this assuming that we are an average student, and the way and approach an average student is going to take towards this exercise. So we have A. Let's see what, or at this point, we think could be the answers, okay? So when you're tired and you don't want to cook, just pick up the phone. So it's like pick up the phone and like shop, right? Like buy, pick your phone, and that's all it takes. You're not cooking, you're buying. So you might think maybe it's, where do we have pick up the phone, like shopping, ordering in? Okay, could it be 5? So let's just say maybe 5. Pick up the phone and order. We're not sure, we're confused. For example, restaurants are expensive, take some time to reach them. Okay. Then he goes to say ordering food for home delivery is cheap. So again, it's about ordering in. It looks like it, right? That's what we think. Cheap, okay, it's a huge, and there is a huge choice. Huge choice, a lot of choice. And we have too much choice in 8. Okay, so what do? Maybe we don't understand what this is. So could it be 8? It says huge choice. So some students would go for 8. Some already will go for their number 5, ordering in. So let's say, okay, we have now 5 and 8. Prefer to get a pizza in. So at this point we have 5. Oh, maybe K. Let's say a new way to buy. 5 is ordering in. So just pick up your phone. You're in the house. You pick up your phone. Maybe someone could say, oh, it's a new way to buy by using your phone. So let's say it could be new way to buy 7. So now we're a bit confused. We have 5, meaning ordering in, your indoor, your phone. Okay, is that what the speaker is talking about? Perhaps he's talking about too much choice, because we have huge choice. Is it too much? We don't know yet, okay? And then 7 is about a new way to buy, so 5, 7. So we have for A, 5, 8, and 7. Fine. Let's leave it at this point. Move to B. So B says, a school group on a skiing holiday to Italy nearly avoided disaster when their coach left the road and fell 80 meters into a valley. Trees slowed down the fallen coach, and because of the fresh new snow, the vehicle landed quite softly. Amazingly, no one was injured, no one was hurt. So ideally, the vehicle fell, which is like very serious. You're in a let's say in a bus, like a bus, okay, and it falls off from a height. That's disastrous. Usually, you picture it, right? People have, it's very dangerous. Anything can happen. But somehow, amazingly, no one was hurt. They didn't have problem, which means they got out of it. They escaped. So they were lucky. That's a lucky situation. So for this part, we go for lucky escape. We are going for number one, pretty easy. Okay, so our problem is solved a bit here. Okay, we move to C. A teenager from London is making news around the world. Nothing, okay. On his recent holiday in Australia, he set off without his mobile phone. No, nothing about 1 to 8. Good, okay. No information. Experts are amazed that he's still alive, so irrelevant. Working for 14 days. 14 days he was working. So that's a long walk, okay? That's long walk. Surviving extreme temperatures and living off the road. However, a lot of Australians are unhappy with him. The rescue cost is estimated at more than $100,000. Okay, what could confuse us here? One, he was traveling for a long time, which is the 14 days. So here we have a long travel, long journey. Okay, so we have a first option for C, long journey. Okay, that's number 2. Any other thing here that could be an issue? Long temperature. Okay, extreme temperatures. All right, you might feel, if you want to think, okay, lucky escape, he didn't escape. Usually escape is something that is very quickly, it happens at an instant. So he took him a very long time to get out of it. Escape is just you run out of freeze or a fire or something. So here it's also very easy, all right? So we move to D. You can buy almost anything, new or secondhand, on the internet. Buy anything, okay? Anything, part of anything. No one's on one side, you can offer the price you want to buy for something. Whoever offers the highest price can buy that item. Recently, I made the highest offer for a nearly new pair of skis. However, I only paid half of what they would have cost new in the shop. They would have cost in the shop. Okay, all right. So we got a story. It's about here. The first part has nothing. You can buy almost anything. Okay, we can buy almost. Okay, let's say for instance, you can buy anything on the internet. So usually this is okay. So this first part of this sentence gives us what? It gives us the possibility that the option could be buy anything, buy. So it's a new way to buy. Okay, so we have 7, possibly a new way to buy. What else could be here? Price, offer the highest price. Okay, so here we have basically a new way to buy. Do we have anything else? Maybe you might feel that the person is ordering, since it's internet, maybe he's ordering in. So that's 5, I guess, yeah. Let's say we're a bit confused again. Here we have, from this story, we have now 7, a new way to buy, and 5, ordering in. A bit confusing, okay? Remember, this is for an average Yeгэ student. So now for D, we have 5 and 7. Okay, we'll move to the next, to E. Why do we keep moving to the next? Because at the next, every question you go to, you just get the answers very easily, and it increases your chances. Okay, if you're not sure, you eliminate, which means you take out the ones that are most likely not going to be. Okay, so E, making new friends on the internet makes so much sense. You can see someone's photo and read if they share your interests and opinions. The important thing is you can spend time getting to know people who are attracted to you and looking for the same things in life that you are. Still, for personal safety, most sites recommend that, okay, that you meet, okay, you meet them in person. Initially, like a cafe or a gallery. All right. So this talks about, okay, meeting people. So meeting people, we have someone that's an option that says good way to meet people. All right, good way to meet people. So that's E. We have good way to meet people. That's 3. What other things could it be? Share interest. So for E, it's pretty easy, okay, which is good for us. So way to meet people, good way to meet people. We'll move to the next. Okay, now let's move to F. I like eating out, but some restaurants have huge menus, okay, and usually every item sounds mouth-watering. The trouble is I like to read about everything on offer, and sometimes waiters wait for me rather than me. The other issue is how they can offer so much while maintaining quality. I'd rather take one of 5 options knowing that each one was brilliant. So this guy has a problem, he stated, and that's the menu. It's huge, a lot of things to choose from. I think this problem is common for most people. Okay, you go to a restaurant, so many things to choose from. So nothing else could context for this answer. All right, so it's about too much things to choose from, too many things, too much choice. So for F, it becomes now, it's easier now, so it's 8. Remember we used we used 8 somewhere, so we'll get back to it. So now we're sure it's F. It fits best at F. Okay, we go to the next. It's G. Facebook is a social networking website that has 250 million members, and despite lots of criticism by employers, governments, and media, continues to attract thousands of new users daily, in spite of claims of concern about privacy, safety, and wasting time at work. Facebook is one of the most rapidly establishing phenomena of recent years. So Facebook, the key words here is it's in spite of the concerns. Okay, Facebook is rapidly increasing, growing, it's becoming popular. Okay, so G as well is easy. It's something becoming famous, or yeah. So it's 4. So the next thing here is quite interesting. What we do, we try to separate or eliminate or delete the ones that we are not sure of. So separated would be an appropriate word to use. So for B, the ones we're very sure that we got them rightly. So B is 1. So we have the numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. B is 1, so 1 is gone out of the choice to make. C is 2, 2 is gone. D, we're not sure, so D is 7 and 5, okay. E, we're so sure, is 3, so 3 is gone. F is 8, 8 is gone. And G is 7, sorry, G is 4, 4. So 4 is gone. Now we're left with fewer problems. So our problems are A, 5, A, we went for 5, 8, and 7. But now 8 went with F, okay? So for A, we only were confused with 5 and 7. So A, okay? Then D, for D, we have also 5 and 7. All right, now we have high chances of getting it rightly. So let's make a review. Go back to A. So 5, what does 5 say? Ordering in, which means order food in, you stay indoor and you order. 7 say a new way to buy. All right, fine. Let's go back, all right? Let's review this. When you're tired and you don't want to cook, just pick up the phone. Restaurants are expensive, take some time out, and you reach out. Okay, so it says, you're tired, you don't want to cook. So what does it want to tell us? Restaurants are expensive. take some time out and effort to reach if you don't like, okay, yeah, it takes some time and effort to reach if you don't live in the center of the city. So ordering food for home delivery is cheap. So this guy is supporting, he likes the idea that ordering food for home delivery, this is cheap, and it's a lot of choice you can a lot of choice to make. So it's good. You should order from home. Now you have you should order, okay, from home. So you order, it gets to your house, and there are a huge choice to make. So you have, it's good. So he's telling us how it's good to order online. You can order online. So if that is the case, we have ordering in and a new way to buy. He's not talking about how to you pay, how you buy it. He's talking about ordering in. So you see that in your house, you don't want to contest with the traffic, you don't go through the stress. So you just order and it comes. So it looks like it's this one. It looks like 5, is it? Okay. So let's say for the meantime, let's say, okay, A looks like 5. If A is 5, it really means then that D, right? D becomes 7 logically. But let's still use the same system, right? So let's look at D. The same system, the same steps we're going to take here. Okay. So it says you can buy almost anything you can buy on the internet. So this guy is telling us the idea of buying on the internet. It's a way you buy. You can buy anything. First, second-hand, good prices, just buy on the internet. So ideally, this means it's a way you shop. It's not about the location where you are in or out. So also D is 7. So this is how you figure out, okay, with this method, it helps to eliminate the bad guys, and you narrow it. It goes lower until even if you get confused at a certain point, then the chances of getting it right becomes like maybe 1 out of 2, so 50-50. So okay, so guys, this is it for today. All right, if you learned something from today's lesson, make sure you subscribe and wait for the next lesson. I'm Martins. Thanks for sticking around. Goodbye. See you.